Miss G here from Golden Thread Tarot. I hope that you are having a blessed and wonderful time. All right. Today I'm going to be bringing you love messages, mi amores, okay? Like, we are going to be doing two piles today. I have some pre-shuffled piles as well as I'm going to be doing some live shuffling with each of the piles, okay? So we are going to be getting love messages from either your current, if you are in a current great love situation, okay? Or from your next great love, okay? So this is just love messages from your next great love, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the pile selection, all right? We're going to be choosing from crystals as well as shells today, okay? So for pile 1, you're going to be choosing this rose quartz tower as well as this beautiful shell. Okay. And for pile 2, you're going to be choosing the rose quartz egg on the pendant, okay? And this wonderful shell. All right? So again, pile 1 or pile 2. All right, my lovelies, thank you for being here, okay? And I will see you in your piles. Hello, pile 1. How are you doing today? And you guys chose, you guys chose, gotta be able to laugh at ourselves, right? You guys chose the rose quartz tower as well as this beautiful shell. Now, both of the shells that we're picking from today, I actually picked myself from the ocean on one of my mini trips to the beach. All right. And this is actually one of my favorite shells that I have. I don't know. There's just something about it. It's so textured and beautiful, right? It's kind of it's not as, I don't know. I just love the texture. So your person might be a texture person, okay? So I just heard Taurus. Your person might be a very texture person. They might seem kind of simple at first, right? Because I was just thinking about how I caught the shell. I just saw it was turned upside down like this, and I just saw like the white, and I thought it was just at first when I started to reach for it, I thought it was just one of those just plain white shells, but I was like, oh, it looks really whole though. It's really pretty. So I'll just kind of reach for it and, take a chance on it and see if I get it. I was just shell searching down on the beach while I was walking around, and I picked it up, and then I was just like, oh, wow, it's like really whole. It's bigger than I thought. And then I turned it over and I'm like, oh, wow. And my camera doesn't do it just like it's so, there we go. Look at that. Look just how beautiful it is. And I love all the texture and all the detail in it. So this might be a type of person who's not very talkative because, again, like when I kind of start channeling the messages when I pre-shuffle the piles, right? And pile 2's person came forward really quickly with a lot to say, with a lot of messages, a lot of like pre-notes and things like that. But your person was very quiet. They were kind of, I don't want to say is like shy necessarily, but they might be a much more kind of like show instead of tell sort of type person, right? So that might give you some clues as to who these messages are from. Again, or, if you already know this person, you're like, it's my boo, I know who it is, or if you are coming into contact with this person, okay, it could give you a really good sense. So this person is kind of quiet. I also heard Cancer, so this person could be a Cancer or a Taurus. They could have it prominently in their chart. We'll just see, I don't want you to limit just based on astrology signs. So this person could be, especially with the Cancer, I'm getting this person's really about family. Okay, but like they're really close. They really love their family. They love having like close family units or like close friendship circles. So I don't feel like this is a person, they might be known in the community. They might be known by people, but I'm really getting that they have like a very few like close, like really close friends, right? Like 3 or 4, maybe 5 friends, and they're close with their friends and their family. If their friends are married or something, if they have kids or anything like that, they're really close to those people. But you know, they know people, but they're kind of enough to be like, oh hey, how you doing, how's your mom, oh that's great, you know, good to see you, good to see you, you know, especially if they're like if they're involved in like the church or anything like that, or involved in any kind of organizations, you know, they're not like the stand-up person, but they're known as a very reliable person, you know. So it's not like people would automatically think about them, but if they see them, they want to speak to them, when they want to say hey, they're always nice, they're always polite, you know, they might be a little bit shy, but they're very knowledgeable, right? So if they were that person, they really wouldn't raise their hand, but if they were ever called on in class, right, they knew the answer. But they weren't the type of person to be like, oh, it's me and I know the answer, right? But they would know the answer. So they are a knowledgeable person. I'm hearing reading. They really like to read. This person might have glasses. I just saw it in my mind's eye, like Spirit just showed me you know, when you have glasses and you kind of like push them up like that might be a person that pushes up their glasses, or like tips up the tips of their glasses, because their glasses might be a little too big for them, or they might just kind of like fall down their nose, or they might look down with their glasses a lot and kind of push them up. That's not going to be for everybody. Okay, so that could be for you, or you know, for your person, either one of those. If this sounds similar to you, you know, your person just could be really similar to you, or you know, it could just be a confirmation that this is for you as well. I also heard Aries. I just heard Aries. So the kind of Emperor, but they're also showing me the Fool card. So this person likes to try new things. They might not be the type of person that is like the leader necessarily, so they're not like the person that's going to really suggest a lot of new things maybe, but they're always down to try new things, like new restaurants or anything like that. If you're ever like, oh, have you ever tried this? They're like, no. Like, would you be willing to try it? Of course, yeah, let's go, let's do it, you know. But they might not be the person that's always being like, you know what we should do, we should go check out that new place on the corner, the new pho place on the corner, you know, blah blah blah, or something like that, you know. But they are that person. So it's not like they're just like a follower or anything like that. They do have their own mind. They're just kind of reserved. They're more reserved, but they are willing. They're able and willing to try and do new things. I also just heard like this person could when this person was younger, they could have taken like some kind of like martial arts class, or they could take some kind of, it's like that type of person where you slowly get to know them and you're like, what do you mean you're a black belt? Like, what? I would never guess that about you. Like, what do you mean? Like, or what do you mean like you took jujitsu or something like that? You know, they're just like, what? Like, okay, that's random. Like, that's cool though. Well, tell me more about it, you know? So they seem like a very interesting person, but they're not a very like flashy, showy, like in your face with it type of person. So that's interesting. Okay, so it took them a little time to come forward and kind of tell me a little bit more about themselves, but that kind of goes along with their character. So they're kind of like a person, like once you get them talking and once you get them open, they really start like really yeah, they really start like opening up. So let's get into your pre-shuffled cards a little bit more, okay? I pulled the architect cards to see a little bit more about your person, about their character, and about a little bit more about who they really are, okay? And Spirit told me specifically for your person, they want me to read all the light attributes of these, okay? So that's good. All right. Ooh, rebel. Okay, so they are a little bit different. Challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Okay, so like I said, this person could, if they are involved, they're not really that person that's like, they're not a part of the crowd. They're not necessarily a lone wolf, but they're not a type of person that goes with the crowd just because. They might not be a big trendsetter sort of type person, but they might have like, I'm getting like a very unique style with this person. Like, look how this person here, okay, this person is up in a tree and they've like drug like a mattress or like something like up in a tree, and you're like, what are you doing? Like, that's different. And they're like, no, it's casual and it's cool up here. And you're like, it is kind of nice here, but like I never would have thought to do that. Like, you just drug a whole ass pillow up in a tree. Like, yeah, it's more comfortable this way. Like, okay, you know, they're kind of different. They're kind of unique. I'm getting that they might have like a really unique sense of style. Hold on just one second. I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. So I really feel like they might have like a very unique sense of style. Okay, you might see them in things and you're like, it doesn't look bad on them or anything, but you're like, that's unusual. Like, I would have put those patterns or those colors together, but okay, you know. They are striking me as somebody that's kind of very casual. Also, I'm really being struck here by how this person has their feet has their shoes off, so they might be a very kind of like shoes off, kind of very casual person. They like to be comfortable, they like to be laid back, but again, like once you start to really get to know them, it's like what are you doing up there? Like, hey, what are you doing up there in that tree? Like, just chilling out. Like, I don't know. Like, I like the view from up here. Like, okay, can I join you? Like, sure, okay, whatever. That's cool. But they are a little bit different. They just showed me. I don't know if you guys have ever watched the movie The Fantastic Mr. Fox. But when they're talking about their son, and they go, he's a bit different. That they just showed me that, and I love that movie. So, yeah, there might be, I like that where they're kind of just like, yeah, we're all a little bit different. We're all a bit unique. So this person, they might, and with that they're giving me too, they might not be your usual type or like along with your normal expectations, right? But it's like, I wouldn't have guessed that I wanted this type of person or that I wanted a person that does this or says that or handles things in this way, but it just works, right? It just works. They could also see that in you, right? You might not see yourself as that, but they do. They find you that's a message that they're coming forward about you. They're like, I find you very unique. I found you like you're not like a lot of the other people that I meet out there. You're kind of unique. You're kind of different. They're showing me like the Starseed card as well as in my beloved deck. So okay, yeah. This person is definitely a member of your soul tribe as well. Like you guys are just gonna vibe. You're just gonna click. You're just gonna vibe. Like it's just gonna work, right? And it's just gonna feel nice and it's gonna feel lovely and it's gonna feel like, yeah, this is the way that it's supposed to be. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, Don Juan. Spotlights your positive, seductive qualities. Okay, so I feel like this person finds you extremely attractive. Okay, this person finds you extremely attractive. Whoa, like how I'm matching his suit. Like, okay, I see you, Don Juan. But yeah, I feel like this person is very romantic. I feel like you bring out a very romantic side in them. So this person's like, maybe I'm not normally extremely romantic, but you bring out that very romantic side in me, right? They're like, also about music. So this person might write music. This person might really like to dance. I'm being really drawn to the music down here. So this person might compose, they might write music, or hearing poetry. They might like write you like love poetry or something. They're just like, they do things in your romance together, and you're like, I've never really had somebody do like stuff like that for me. It's kind of unusual and kind of different. Also, I'm having a few, like several interruptions during your reading. So I feel like this could be a person that kind of, at first, like you could be friends with this person, or you might kind of notice this person. You might kind of run in similar circles, or, you might see them at a party, or you might see them out. You might see them in their community. Maybe there's somebody that you like, maybe, they do the same yoga class as you or something, or they do something like that, where you see them kind of on a semi-regular basis. Okay, maybe they're part of some kind of group that you're a part of, and you see that person and you're kind of like, they're interesting, they're different. But like I feel like there's going to be several different run-ins with this person over time, and then eventually you're going to be like, you or this person might be like, hey, like let's hang out, like let's go get some coffee, or let's go be together, not together together, but like let's go be alone together. And oh wow. Oh, this person just got so sweet. Like they're kind of like their future self is kind of coming and being like, I'm so happy. Like I'm so happy. Either they're either saying, because this is a general reading, like they're either saying, I'm so happy, like I came forward and I just like gathered the courage to ask you out, or they're like, I'm so happy that you had the courage to just walk up to me and be like, hey, do you want to go out, like, or hey, like, do you want to, like, I'm so happy that you had that and that happened between us, because they just almost like brought tears to my eyes. They're just like, oh, I'm so grateful for you. Like, woo. This person is so incredibly grateful for you. Oh my gosh, they're so sweet. They're a very sweet person. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, artist. Okay. So artist expresses a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. I feel like you and this person, you could both be creative person, or this person could just be a very creative person. And it's like, you enjoy the way this person sees the world, the way that they see life. It's like, what is that? Like seeing the world, seeing life through your eyes. Like it's amazing. Like, wow. Like you think differently, but in like you got the two of you think very kind of differently. You've experienced life from two very different perspectives, but simultaneously, it's like you agree on enough stuff to make it work, and you disagree or you see things differently enough to make it interesting, right? To where it's not just like, oh, I like that too, yeah, me too. Oh, I like this, yeah, me too. It's not kind of like that situation where it's like we can have like really good conversations. I really feel like this person, they could do something online that you're really interested in or that really catches your eye. I really feel like you also like the colors that this person chooses. I don't know if you guys will end up having like a home together or a house together, or you just really like the clothes it fits them very well, like the color palettes that they wear, the color palettes that they spread around in your house or in their home, or like you go to their home and you're just like, wow, I really like the colors that you've chosen on your walls. Are so relaxing, and I don't know. There's just something about the color, like the colors that this person wears, the fabrics that they wear, the patterns that they wear. Um, just like it's like this person brings a lot of color, or they're saying you bring a lot of color, a lot of dimension, a lot of depth into my life, and I'm so grateful for that. Like, they're just like things kind of seemed very. This person might have had a lot of like kind of like surface level relationships or things like that before in the past, and you bring this right along with this rebel. They're just like, you're different, like you're different, and I see myself in you in that way. But you're different enough to me that it's really interesting, and every way that you're different from this person, they find it so interesting. They're like, oh, why? Tell me why you feel that way. And they're not like, oh, like, how do you feel that way? Like, what do you mean? It's different from the way I feel. That's not the way this person sees you. That's not the way this person's like, what, you think differently about me? Like, differently than me on this subject? That's so interesting. Well, why do you feel that way? They're like, wow. And when you stop and you start explaining how you feel, it's like a door opens up in their mind, and they're just like, wow, I've never seen it that way before. That's so unique. That's so different. Like, wow, like you enrich my life. Like your thought process, your being, oh, your laugh. They really like your laugh. It's like you enrich my life. You make my life so much better and so much brighter and so much more colorful, and just so much just the taste, the smells, you might introduce each other to a lot of different types of cooking, or a lot of different spices or smells. You might wear really different, you might use a lot of like natural like oils, and like I'm hearing like shea butter and coconut oil and things like that. And this person is just like, oh, the smell of it and like the difference of it. They really like your cooking. They really like just how you introduce them to all this deep richness, and they love sharing their culture too. You might come from very different cultures. They love um, they love your differences, right? They're like, wow, like it's so amazing. I've never been with another person that I loved everything that made us that made us, that is similar between the two of us, but I love everything that's different about us, because we're so rich. We enrich each other's lives like so much, and this person is also saying that you push them to be more open in a good way, right? You push them to be more open-minded about certain things things that they didn't realize that they were closed-minded about. They felt like they were open-minded about it, but when you brought in your perspective to the situation, it just like opened up this whole deep world. It's like having a whole house and living in like one room of it, and then someday somebody comes along and they have all these keys like open up all these other doors in a house, and they're just like, oh my gosh, there's a bathroom in here, there's a kitchen in here, there's two more bedrooms in here, like, wow, like so much deeper and so much more experiences. You open up doors for each other. They really love getting to know your friends and your family, and they really love introducing you to their friends and their family, because you guys, you like, in the same way that you're like, I wouldn't expect that, like that's how they feel about you. They're like, I wouldn't expect that about you. Like, wow, like this or that. Or it's like knowing somebody for a while and then suddenly realizing that they know how to speak three different languages, and you're like, what? Like, wait a minute, how did that never come up? You're constantly surprising them, and you guys do that for each other. It's very equal give and take. Like, wow, like I'm hearing travel too, a lot of travel between the two of you. Wow, okay, wow, yeah. Like as this person is opening up, it's really like getting deep for real. So let's get some messages from their higher self. Look for a sign. So this person It's like, oh, this person said, you make me believe in miracles. Like, you make me believe in like the universe showing me signs and my spirit guide showing me signs more than I did before, right? It's like, believing that, suddenly realizing that there are no coincidences, no coincidence, it's like, it's not a coincidence that we met each other, and, or that we kept running into each other. Like, it is so obvious to me, that the universe was just being like, hello, this person right here, hello, bing, 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 like, here is your sign, like, hello, right? And it's like, boom, like this crack, like, and that's how they feel like you came into their life, and they also see you as a person that's like, they might see you as kind of like a high priestess kind of energy, where they feel like you're very connected to the spirit world, or you're very connected to like your spirituality, or very connected to like a higher power, or like it's kind of like this, again, this expansion feeling. You bring so much. Yeah, they just keep saying that you make my life so rich, so detailed, so just, yeah, like this, right? Like, I thought it was just going to be something simple, like, oh, I thought we were just going to go for a simple coffee date, and I had no idea that I was going to that I was hanging out for the first time with the love of my life. Like, I thought it was just going to be something different, and I had no idea that it was the first day of the rest of my life, right? I found this shell. I thought it was just something simple, and then I turned it over, and it was so exquisite and so detailed and so just like, wow. And that's how this person feels. This person feels about you coming into their life. Wow, trust. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Just 1 second. I apologize. Hey, sorry about that. Yeah, just more interesting things. I feel like this person really likes your voice. They're really gonna like to call you and hang out with you. But yeah, more. Oh my gosh. I just saw the next card and I'm like, absolutely, right? Trust. Right? You teach this person to trust in the signs and the symbols that they're being given, to trust and look around and see that, you help this person. We talk about on the channel all the time about getting into the flow, right? Getting into that flow, getting into that rhythm, getting into just that place. And this person is like really feels like when you came into their life, they just like you taught them, or you showed them, because of the way you lived your life and the way that you were kind of just in it, and the way you trusted and the way that you believed, like, you taught me to trust. You taught me to trust in love again. You taught me to trust in the universe. You taught me to trust in myself, to believe in myself, to trust in my spirit guides and my guidance, to trust and believe in my own mind, and in a deeper way than this person ever did in the past, right? They're like, I trust in myself. It's like, it's kind of like a situation where it's like, I thought I knew a lot, or I thought I knew about love, or I thought I knew who people were. I thought I had people's numbers, I thought I had that pegged, right? And then you show them like a completely different side of the world, and a completely different side of humanity, and a completely different side of whatever. They're like, you fit in so perfectly with my life, but it's like suddenly everything about my life was colored in a different way, and I could see things in a different way. Like, you open up this person's mind in a way, and they're like, oh, it's so beautiful. Like, I appreciate you so deeply on so many levels. I appreciate who you are, not just physically, not just who you are, but who you are down deep into your spirit. Like, I see you, right? And you see me, and and it feels amazing to feel that way, to be with somebody who holds the space for you, to see your life and see yourself and see things in such a different way, right? That's beautiful. Wow. Okay, Paul, what I see is okay. Get more information, right? Yes, they feel like you open up their mind about so many things. They love, they love the content that you make, or the things that you create, or the people that you know, or the books that you've read, or the things where you kind of just be like, have you ever heard of this, or have you ever done that, have you ever done this, and they're like, oh, maybe I should do that, and then they go and do that, and that just leads them on this like magnificent journey. And the next time you talk to them, they're like, yo, like, that one sentence led me to do it, like, wow. It's so crazy. Like, how do you do this, right? It's so perfect, and it just like lines up and fits into their life like so perfectly, and they're just like, so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for you. That's how this person feels. They're just like, oh my god, I'm so incredibly grateful for you. Okay, before I pull these, they want me to pull a few tarot. Okay. They are also incredibly attracted to you. With that devil card right there. There could be some Capricorn. You could be a Capricorn or could have it heavy in your chart. Okay. And a heavy placement in your chart. This person is also incredibly attracted to you. And they're like, you're my mate. You're my soulmate. You're my perfect. You're we're two wholes coming together, you know, to make like, yeah. With that devil card too, they're also saying like the physical attraction, the chemistry between you two is like banging. They're like, you're the best. You're the best I've ever had. Like, yeah, they're just like, wow, I didn't know it could be like that. Like, amazing. Also, something here about red hair. There could be like one of the two of you could have red hair. There could be a red hair person here, especially if the person, if you're the feminine energy, the more feminine energy, especially if you are in a feminine, like a female body, could have red hair. There's something here about red hair, because both the women on these cards have red hair. In the masculine here, they could be a little bit older. They could have, so for some of them, they could have dark hair, or for some of them, they could have blonde hair as well. Or they could have a beard as well. Oh, Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here, Spirit? I feel like the Seven of Swords here because this person, I don't feel like they're a liar or anything like that. But what I feel like is this person kind of like sneaks into your life. Like this person, you could have already met this person, or if you haven't, like once they meet you, like they might be like, okay, yeah, what's up? Like it's nice to meet you. Like yeah, you seem really interesting. Okay, yeah, well bye. They keep it real cool, calm, and collected, and then they like are immediately like oh my god, that person is so freaking cool. Like, let me go look them up. Like, oh, let me go look at their social media. Like, oh, this is so cool. Like, everything about they're just like, oh, look at that. And oh my gosh, look at that. Like, oh my god, they're so cool. You know, like, they're such a cool, interesting, like, captivating person. But when they're around you, they keep it real cool, calm, and collected. They're like, oh, yeah. Didn't I see, like, you know, in your Instagram that you do that? Yeah, like, that's really interesting. That's cool. But on the inside, they're just like, like they're just like wow. I really feel like that they feel like a really instant connection to you, like really early on. Look at that, High Priestess. But again, look, Hierophant in reverse. They keep it kind of masked. They keep it kind of hidden. I saw the Eight of Pentacles too. So yeah, and the Fool. Wow. Okay, High Priestess and the Fool that we were talking about. There it is, right? To that Aries energy, and also I'm hearing Pisces as well, like Piscean energy as well. Okay, yeah, but they're kind of keeping it hidden. They're kind of like, yeah, we're cool, we're just chill, you know. But on the inside, they're like, please, oh my god, I hope this person likes me as much as I do because holy crap. They said that it drops, you know, they learn, you know, that it takes them a little while to trust, right? They might have not had such good or positive relationships in the past, or positive relationships with their parents or things like that in the past, and they're just kind of like, so they kind of ease into things. They kind of keep their boundaries up a little bit, and they slowly ease in and slowly show themselves, slowly reveal themselves, you know. But they are immediately like this person might fall into hard like infatuations in the very beginning, but then they have learned over time to kind of hold that back a little bit, and like check themselves and be like, you're infatuated, but just calm down, you know, like take your time. Okay, I feel like also too, this person might have issues with like rejection. They might be really afraid that at first, when they first are getting to know you, that they feel like you're like way out of their league or something like that. Not necessarily like that, but it's like, I don't think that they would give me the time of day. So this person is keeping it cool, calm, and collected because they're like, they don't think you would give them the time of day. But then they realize that that you want to spend time with them, that you want to be around them, and then they're like, yes, yes, um, yeah, yeah, and yeah, Page of Pentacles. It starts small, but it grows over time. Yeah, yeah, Eight of Pentacles, right? But it grows over time. And yes, you definitely could meet this person around your career or around something that you're doing. I just heard investments. So this person could be some kind of like financial advisor or accountant or something like that, possibly. Maybe that's why they're just like, oh, maybe like you see them to like get advice from them or something, or they work at your bank or something like, and you're kind of coming into contact with them briefly, but they're like, maybe it would be inappropriate for me. Like, I wish I could meet this person like outside of like our the way we know each other in like a business sense. Like, when would be the appropriate time to actually like make a personal move on this person, because right now we're involved in like business deals together, or where we work together, but you know, but when would be the this person is like trying to judge when would be the appropriate time to like be like, hi, would you ever like to go get a drink, like, and not talk about business. Like, I mean, you know, not about that, you know, personally. Like, oh, like actual date, like, yes, like actual date, not like a business meeting or anything like that, you know. Yeah. Yeah, it's like this person's like, when can I you know, kind of come forward with that? When can I kind of come forward? They're kind of easy about it. They're easy about it. They're not going to confess right away. Yeah. But like I said, pigeon wands, they are going to come forward. They want to come forward in a time when they know it would be right. You know, they don't want to come forward too strong, like in a business meeting or something. You're like, this isn't an inappropriate place to do this, and like blow their shot, right? 28 down the clock when I said that. So they're like, you know, I'm trying to come in the appropriate place for this, right? Maybe we should conclude our business association before I bring that in. Yeah. So yeah, this person might be involved in some kind of business. I really feel like this person could have a business. You could be coming to this person, like I said, for some kind of business advice, financial advice, some kind of managerial advice or something like that, along with, yeah, I'm getting something along those lines, something professional, right? You come into contact with this person in a professional setting, and they're like, I am interested in this person personally, but it's kind of, but it's maybe slightly inappropriate because I'm not. Excuse me, I don't see this person as a boss. I feel like you see this person as an equal. If anything, they might see you as like a client sort of type situation here. Yes, this person's strength card is having to kind of like hold back a little bit on making that move, but they know. They're like, I have a lot of passion for you, I am very interested in you in that type of way, right? Oh, the Emperor. Yes, this person, again, the Emperor made its debut there, right? This person is kind of like, this person might be trying to kind of control the situation a little bit more than they should, because they're scared to cross that line, or scared to be inappropriate, or scared to like ruin their shot with you, because they're like, kind of inappropriate, like it's a inappropriate setting. It's not, there's nothing like illegal about it. There's nothing like you guys would be, I don't see you guys being like this is not like your boss at your work or anything like that. I really don't see that. If anything, it would just be a co-worker. So but it could be a situation where it's like, I'm so interested in this person, but I feel like it's slightly professionally inappropriate for us to be involved romantically with each other. So it could come to the sense of where you guys are you know, working like that, or you know, you could be like the representative of your company, and this person is the representative of their company, and you know, a certain division or a different, you know, division than you, and you're having that, but then they're like, okay, like this project that we were working on, or this is kind of coming to a close, or you know, they find out that you no longer work for that company, or they, you know, that they don't work for their company anymore, and that's when they'll come forward and finally be like, hi, um and you're like, hi, like, is there something going on with the accounts or something? You're like, and they're like, no, this is not a professional, this is not a professional call at all, or this is not a professional email. I, you know, actually am very interested in you, you know, having, possibly taking you out on a date or something. And you're just like, oh, uh, okay, like, actually, yeah, I would be interested in that kind of, you know, and it develops over time. So it's a kind of a develops over time sort of type deal. But this person feels like, that's how it kind of feels like this person is kind of like trying to sneak in a little bit, like, yeah. Okay, so oh yes, thank you. Yes. Okay. So separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Okay. Also, too, it's possible that you could be going through a separation, or this person could be going through a separation when the two of you meet. Or like I said, it might cause for a separation from and it's like, okay, look, I would like to start seeing you professionally, so I'm actually going to recommend that you move your business personally to my partner, or to somebody else in the company, so that you are still receiving the services that you need professionally, but I want to service you personally. But you know what I'm saying, like they're kind of like, we'll figure this out, but it's like your professional, there needs to be, they're not trying to do it like under the table or trying to do it with discretion. There has to be kind of like a discretion about it professionally. It's kind of the situation. So it's like, okay, like I'll recommend you a different company, or I'll recommend you a different person to work with in my business, so that me and you could have something personally, and there's not any kind of, conflict of interest in this situation here. Retreat. Okay. Time has come to disconnect from the world. So like I said, you might meet this person after you're disconnecting, or from a particular like job or a particular situation. There feels like a changeover of cycles. That's giving me like world card energy. There feels like a changeover of cycles here for you and this person, both kind of meeting each other at just the right time. It's like, it's not incredibly convenient how the two of you meet each other, but it's like so serendipitous that you're like, this isn't coincidence. It just clearly is lining up so that we can meet each other, so that we could see each other, so that we could have this moment together, and so certainly at some point into the future have something, more than we have now. Free yourself, again, with this free yourself card. Like I said, I feel like the two of you are changing over cycles. You're changing over your positions in things, and I definitely feel like you are freeing yourself out of past cycles that no longer serve you. So going through some kind of spiritual elevation, or changing over, getting promotions, changing over your profession or what you're doing. There is this sense of leaving behind old things that don't serve you anymore, and coming into a different cycle or a different section of your life. Heart-to-heart conversations, like I said, I feel like the two of you are going to have really, really deep heart-to-heart conversations, or there is a particular conversation that you guys have that really shifts your relationship at some point, from being something more casual or more friendship-based, or more professional, to being more personable and being more like lover. I do feel like this person is somebody who's going to be like, could end up being a spouse, or could end up being like a really significant long-term relationship for you, right? Wow. Very interesting. Also, with your free, remember that I said that person had a little bit of like like controlling, possibly from their past, right? Possibly from their not so healthy relationships they've had in the past. Okay. Also feel like that free yourself has something to do with that as well. Freeing themselves from toxic karmic cycles in the past, as well as you. So I feel like you two of you will meet each other when you're both freeing each other from toxic habits, toxic relationship habits, and personal habits about yourself, right? I just heard like, it sounds like gym. It sounds like the gym. It sounds like dumbbells, or like the gym equipment, like weights, like clinging against each other. So you might meet each other in some kind of professional circumstance like that, or at a gym, or at something, or like you might meet this person in a professional sense, and then realize that you also like go to the same places, or that it's like, oh hey, it's so and so, like, oh, I didn't know you go to this gym too. Like, oh yeah, I do. Like, okay. And then maybe perhaps you strike up something like that. Like, yeah, I often come in here on this day. Like, oh, me too. I just haven't seen you here. Like, maybe you become sort of type that, where you have like a mix between um, doing things, on in a professional sense, working together, and then more casually. But when things start wanting to get more romantic, when this person is really like catching feelings, or when this person is really developing, realizing I want this to be more than friendship, then this person comes to you and has a conversation about, making things really, separating out the business and the friendship lover situation, so yeah, with that heart-to-heart conversation. All right, let's get some, look, starseed. Let's get some more messages from this person and we'll finish out this reading. All right. Some last. Okay. Oh, okay. Projection. Yeah, this person could have had some projection issues in the past, and that might be why they felt like they had to sneak or felt like they had to like hold back. There's this feeling of feeling like they have to hold back from you, and then they're realizing like why am I holding back? Like, I don't understand. Be mindful of what you are projecting onto this connection. Is it them or is it your insecurities? Don't be guided by fear. Yeah, this person might want to keep it super professional, super chill, and you're like, oh, I thought they kind of liked me more than that. Well, I guess not, and you kind of are projecting that energy back forth into each other, like, oh no, I guess this is just something, and then eventually it comes out like, no, we actually have deeper feelings for each other than that, than just the professional, our professional sense. Oh wow. Inner child healing. So absolutely with that 55 number right there. Inner child healing. Go to your quiet place, find yourself there, start anew, forgive and nurture yourself, transmute any fear or doubt into eternal love. So absolutely. So I definitely feel like with this retreat, free yourself, the strength card, the two of you are freeing yourselves, and in that way you guys are coming together to have this higher dimensional kind of interaction with each other, definitely with the fifth dimension here. So you might already, if this person isn't already in your life, energetically they are. So whatever you're going through, whatever you're doing, you're summoning this person into your life with that. Okay, it's 55 back here as well. No. Okay. But that's interesting because I think I was guided to put 55 on there, but I chose to put 44 instead. Yeah, so I feel like that's the control issues kind of thing that this person has, is like this inner child healing that this person is doing with themselves as well as twin flame. So yes, if you are a person that that does believe that you are on a twin flame journey, yes, this person could be your twin flame. So a soul completion, an intense connection. Let the energy flow. Don't hold on too tight or too loose. Right? Exactly. So yeah, so this person does, either you or this person you could definitely identify each other as your twin flame. Unconditional love. So you and this person are sent into each other's life to teach each other about unconditional love. True unconditional love requires empathy, patience, and compassion. Learn to have it for yourself as well as your twin. Life is complicated and full of growth. So yeah, it takes some time. I definitely think it takes some time for the romantic side of your relationship to grow. Runner. Yeah. I really feel like this person might be running away a little bit, and they're running in a sense of they know how they know what feelings they have towards you, but they're like, oh no, I can't. That person's off limits. I work with them. They're a client. That's off limits. Like, I can't do that. I can't do that. Like, I just can't do that. It's inappropriate. I can't do that. And then this person is like, why am I doing this way? Like, why am I doing this? Like, I know that I really like this person and I do not. I'm so interested in this person. I don't want them to get away just because, like, what? Like, I'll put them in the hands. I'll let somebody else handle their account and I will just pursue them in a romantic sense. Like, what am I doing? Yeah, wait, I thought we had something. Someone is running away. Will this push you further apart or pull you back together? Read the energy. Yeah. So I definitely feel like that kind of, yeah. And you definitely have some kind of soul contract with this person for sure. Exactly. Healing karmic cycle, right? To heal some kind of karmic cycles or to teach each other, right? Your presence in this person's life is going to teach them that there are some, it's like, about how they're just like, why am I trying to control this situation so much? Why am I telling myself no when I know what I want? Right? Why am I telling myself, oh, there's no way? Right? Why did I convince myself there's no way this person would like me? Why did I push this person away and push them into a solely professional relationship when I know that's not what I wanted? Like, what am I doing? You know? And so I feel like that's some cycles that this person realized they had some inner child healing to do when you came into their life, right? Also, remember how I said earlier, it's like this person saw themselves in a singular room, and then you unlocked all these other deeper rooms and deeper thought processes, like, oh, like I didn't really see it that way before. But wow, like it's really interesting, right? Yeah, healthy boundaries, right? I feel like this person is also going to realize, because sometimes we realize that our boundaries are too thick, or that that some of our boundaries are keeping us blocked in or locked into certain, one certain way of being. And it's like there could be other ways to see the situation. It's perfectly good. It is really well to have healthy boundaries, right? And you teach this person a little bit more about kind of learning when it's appropriate to like let those boundaries down once you've gotten there, right? Like I said, it takes this person a while to really get there and really acknowledge and like really see what the situation is really supposed to be. But they it's like they know. First off, they know, but they fight it for a while, right? And they see themselves as being strong for fighting it off for so long. And then they're like, why am I fighting? I know what I want this person. Why am I doing that? Like, why am I fighting to keep them as a client when I want them as my wife? Like, what am I doing? Or I want them as my husband. Like, what am I doing? Why? It's not that deep. Chaser, like runner chaser. So there is a runner chaser, right? That this person goes from being the runner to being the chaser, right? I really feel like this person is a person that's in masculine energy that I'm reading this message for. The message is coming to a feminine energy here. I really feel like, but let the energy resonate as it does for you. You guys know that energy and gender are two separate things. So, yeah, wow. All right. Well, this was a really beautiful message. I really enjoyed this. Your person is a very interesting person. They do feel like they need to work on their throat chakra a little bit, or while they're dealing with this issue right here, they're realizing like, you know, and I think I definitely like it's you coming into their life teaches them this lesson, teaches them to have to feel this way and to allow themselves to really love in a different way. And they didn't realize that they were closing themselves in a box. That's why they're just like, wow, you enrich my life. Like you bring so much more depth and texture and just so much more into my life. And I appreciate that incredibly about you, because you just make me more. You make me see myself as more. You make me see my life as it's like, oh, it's like, no, it's all this. It's not just this. All right. I think that's all the message this person has for you. That was a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be, but that's perfectly fine. You guys know how it is. All right. I hope you really enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comment section if this resonated for you. All right. Thank you in advance to everybody who likes, shares, who comments, right? Who subscribes to the channel if you're not already subscribed to the channel. All right. Of course, if you are interested in any more information about any of the decks that I use, or contacting me for a personal reading or anything like that, the information is always listed down in the description box down below. You just scroll down and all of that is under there. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I hope that you're having a wonderful time and that you've had a happy Valentine's Day, okay? And that you're just having a blessed and abundant time in your life right now, okay? Thank you so much for being here with me today, lovelies, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Hello, Paul, too. Thank you for being here today, lovelies. I hope that this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance, okay? You guys chose the egg, the rose quartz egg, the yoni egg, okay? As well as this lovely shell right here. And like I told Paul 1, I picked both of these shells myself from the ocean. So these are natural shells that I've gotten from all of my trips to the ocean. And with this shell, actually, I remember the shell sticking out of the water, and it was so much bigger than I ever expected it to be. I kept like a glimpse of this kind of like pattern in it over here. And every single time I'd been reaching for several shells that had this kind of pattern on it, but they always ended up being like little pieces like this, or little shards of a shell. And I saw this and I was like, so I picked up several pieces that were kind of around where it was where I found it, and they were little shards. They were halves, they weren't quite there, and I kind of threw those back. And then I saw this one, and I was like, oh, I'll just go for it, right? And I went for it, and I put my hands around it. I was like, oh, this is going to be a whole one. And I picked it up, and it was this whole big, beautiful shell that had this great pattern in it. I also used the shell to make this really beautiful art piece when I was in college. I used like the pattern on this shell, the repetition of drawing this shell over and over and over again. That just pops to my head. I really like that piece. But yeah, I felt guided to kind of share that off. And I'm also noticing here that there's several pieces in this shell that are worn almost all the way through. So when I hold it up, I can see the pieces, some pieces of it like around here. They're almost all the way through, but they haven't broken all the way through of it. So it's a little worn. It's gone through a little bit, but it is there. So I really feel like that could kind of be the kind of story of this person. You might have gone through, some not so whole places in your life, or not so kind of like, oh, this is going to be really beautiful, and then you picked it up and it wasn't exactly what you expected, right? And then because of that, you were a little bit like, is this one going to be whole too? But this one really was. Oh, I just realized I'm also not playing the music. I don't know why my music's paused. Hold on. We are not whole yet. Okay. Yeah, let's put the music on. So you might also be kind of experiencing that. That kind of could be the kind of lead up to the relationship with this person, or it could have already been the lead up to this relationship where you were kind of like some duds, and then all of a sudden it's like, like, yes, yes, exactly what I was looking for, right? It's not perfect, right? But is exactly what I was looking for, and it feels awesome, right? Also, I definitely feel like there's a lot of really strong feminine energy with this being the rose quartz yoni egg. Okay, you could end up having children with this person, or you could already have children with this person. You could already have children. I'm really feeling like Empress energy here a lot with with this egg here. A lot of potential in this relationship. Maybe perhaps that um, you don't see at first, and then it's like, oh, like, yes. It's like this. I have seen things that look similar to this before. We'll see, right? We'll see, and then it's like, yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay, so let's get a little bit more into the pre-shuffled out cards. Okay, let's get into the architect cards for like a little bit more about this person. Okay, and in pile one, it kind of they seem to marry each other a lot in this. So you could find that, or you could find that this person is completely different from you. Okay, so let's get into it. Hermit. Okay. So I feel like this person with this hermit card, I feel like this person has gone on a journey. I feel like this person has really gone inside and really looked at themselves like really deeply, like stared into the mirror, kind of gone to that place. This person could be very wise, or also too, it felt like they're kind of they could have felt like they were going to be very they could have been this type of person that's like maybe you meet this person when they're a little bit older than you. They could be a little bit older than you in age, and they could have thought like, I don't know. I also did get when I was shuffling out your cards that you're gonna have a really big psychic connection. They kept showing me the two of you like putting your foreheads together and being really close to each other, being really intimate, having a really big psychic connection with this person. Also that this person could have left like a very not so happy marriage, okay, that they were in the past. And this person might have been like, I'm just gonna stay single, or I'm not getting like big play the field with this person, like I'll just be a single bachelor, or I'll just be a single, person just out there dating randomly. That I do get kind of like that energy of, maybe this person has been single for a while, or hasn't been in a really significant relationship in a while when you meet this person, or when you come into contact with this person, or before you came into contact with this person, right? Um, Seek solitude to focus internally on inner life. Serves personal creativity. Yeah, I really feel like this person too. They need time, and they need space to themselves. They could be I being like I have a bunch of half brothers, a bunch of half siblings, but I am my mom's only child, so I am a single child in that way, where I got to experience both, where I got to experience being a part of a larger family, and then also experiencing at my house, I was the only child. So I did get to experience really liking my solitude and really liking my own personal space and my own personal time. I love when I can be in a relationship or be in a friendship with people where yes, we can sit there and just talk and talk, or we can sit there and be in the separate in our own, like together in our space, right? But you're watching something and I'm doing something, or I'm reading a book and you're off doing that, and it's fine, we're together, but we are or like I'm in the back like doing my art stuff or doing something, and they're out here doing something else. I like being able to be around each other, but then also be able to really value our own personal space and own personal time. So this person might be that type of person. They might to go to, like, they might like to have their personal time where they really make space for themselves, where they go for walks, okay? Or they might go for, like, when you're in the dating phase, it might take this person, I'm not saying that they're not going to answer you back, but you might go periods of time like not hanging out or not seeing each other, because this person, like, you're together, and then maybe this person might go a week where they don't really want to hang out with you, when they want to just have like their personal space and their personal time to themselves. So, and I can understand that, right? So that might be something, if you're not used to that type of relationship, or working with that type of person, it might take a little bit of getting used to. You might feel a little rejected, or might feel like, well, why don't you want to be around me? It's like, I just need my personal space sometimes. It's nothing about you, there's nothing about you that I need space or time away from you. I just need time with myself and with my own thoughts, right? Okay. Advocates, okay? Inspires you to put compassion into action. I think this person is going to be a really big supporter. This person supports you immensely. This person is always like, you can do it, right? This is that person that's like, you can do it. I believe in you 100%, they really, really value people who can be independent. They really value people who are independent, who can do things by themselves, who, it's like, we can both be doing our own thing. We can both be, in separate careers or separate things like that, but we are together and we support each other and we're there for each other. And, it's like this person says, it's not like I don't like spending time with you, but, I need my personal space sometimes, and I really advocate you. But at the underneath that, this person is always continuously, whatever you want to do, wherever you want to go, whatever you want to invest your time in, whatever, if you want to start a business or you want to do anything, they're like, yes, 100%, right? Do it smart, invest your money in the right places, but I support you. If this is your passion, if this is your drive, if this is something that you love, do it. 100% do it. And they are so, just like, they're your cheerleader on the side, like, you can do it, you can do it. Like, I'm always right here standing beside you, supporting you in whatever you want to do with your life, and I'm always so proud of you, and I'm always so just like, like, you fill my heart with joy at how, when you just go out there and you strive and you follow your passions, right? And this person is just like, yes, like, I love that so much. I love that in you. And they love that you're that support too. They could have been a very kind of singular person, and then you taught them to really enjoy that, being around each other, being with each other. Something here about like planting seeds or like planting trees. This person, just heard Arbor Day. Okay, you could meet this person around Arbor Day, or you could meet this person. This person could work with plants, or you could. Okay, you and this person could like grow a garden together, or do that, or it's just like planting seeds in each other. Where this person is like, when you say that thing with this person, it's just like, I've been thinking about doing this, and you're like, I really think you should, like, you absolutely should, like, believe in yourself 100%. That's a big thing, where this person holds the space for you to be independent, for you to have that own strength inside of yourself, but you always know, you don't ever doubt that this person is going to be there, is going to support you, and whatever it is, as long as you have researched it and you know and you're not just being like, they don't support you just doing something and having no idea what you're doing, right? But they 100% support you in being that fiercely independent person who just knows what they want and goes and drives after that, because that's the type of person that they are too. And they appreciate that inside of you so much. They're like, wow, I love to watch you work, I love to do your thing, I love to watch you do your thing, I love to see you succeed. Like, big hype man, hype woman, like hype person energy. Like, they're just like, yes, I love to see that, right? Companion, yes, but at the same time, this person said, don't get it twisted, like, you're my companion, right? You are my deepest friend, you are my lover, you are that person. For some of you, I'm going to be honest, for some of you, this person could be a person that starts off as a friend that turns into a lover situation, or for a smaller amount of you, this really could, I'm getting like a roommate energy. This could be a person where you're actually not in a relationship with this person, but you have a very deep love and respect for this person, right? A very deep love and respect for this person. But for a majority of you, this is going to be a companion, as in like a partner, like somebody that you are with, okay? Mm-hmm. Unselfishness. Yeah. This person, yeah, they're just so supportive of you. Loyalty. Yeah. They teach you, like, they're always standing beside you, always there for you, always. I have you, you know, they inspire you to have yourself, to be that independent, fierce energy for yourself, but to always, um, to know. They just keep saying that, right? Like, they're like, I always have your back. So you will never have to doubt that. You will never have to feel like, you know, oh, I don't have anybody supporting me. Like, you will never feel that way with this person. You always know that whatever it is, they support you, they believe in you, they trust you. Right? They trust you, right? I trust you. I might not see the vision, but I trust in your vision. I know that you can do it, right? And this person is saying time and time again, you have proven to me, that I have no reason to doubt you, that I have no reason to doubt your insight, or I have no reason to doubt your, you know, your abilities. You know, and even if and I also, in a way, like, even if I see you fail, or if I see you, it's like, you don't see it as a failure. They see it, that you take it as a learning opportunity to be like, okay, well, I'll change it like this, or I'll do it like this, or I'll figure it out. They see you as a very, determined and devoted person, and they're just, you know, you might be that type of person that just, like, gets that idea, and you just drive and drive and drive, and you stay up late, and you push yourself, and you just do it, and you get it done. And this person is like, that is so sexy, and so just like, oh, they love that about you. They're just like, yes, you know. And they're just that person that's there, just being like, yes. And you're that person for them too, right? You push them to be more independent. You push them to, you know, to expand their own mind, to expand themselves, to, push themselves beyond their own limits in a good, positive way, right? Not in a, like, not healthy boundaries way. I feel like the two of you have very healthy boundaries, and the two of you are very, yeah, it's like two very fiercely independent people coming together, and just being able to just, like, run this shit, right? It's giving me a very big, like, the two of you the two of you might be, it's like two entrepreneurs, or two people that run their own businesses coming together. um yeah, yeah, it's not giving me as much as maybe that, like, the two of you might work in kind of similar fields or something, you know, but it's like, but you're not competitors or anything like that. I'm not getting a big, like, you work, like, it's not like the two of you have a business together. I feel like it's giving me very much so, like, two independent people that own their own businesses or something like that, or are really advanced in their career. They come together, and you, or like, you come together, and then the two of you just, like, boom, like, blow up, right? And the two of you are very big, together. You work well together. You understand each other. You support each other. Um, you push each other to drive and want more. Yeah, that's a big energy that for this person, is that you drive them to want to be a even better person, you know, to be smarter with their money, to invest in the right things, to, um, you know, really do the research, to sit down, to not just say, well, I don't know, you know, like, I want to do this, but I don't know. Like, they're like, no, like, you know that the research is out there. You know that there are books out there. You know that there are things. And they love that you can get that idea, and that you will put it into work, that you will put the groundwork in, that you will, the next time that they talk to you, or the next time they see you at home, you're going to have a big stack of books, or you're going to have, you know, a course. You've signed yourself up for a course, and you're like, yeah, I'm taking this seriously. You take yourself, your business, your attitude seriously, right? It's not like you don't know how to have fun, but you're like, I take my shit seriously, and I do it. And when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And that's how this person feels too. Like, they really love that. Yeah, it's this big, like, support, right? It's this big, I'm always there supporting you, doing your own thing, right? It's very much so, it's not like, I need you. It's not a big, I need you energy. I want to be around you, you know? If we split up, or if we weren't together, I know that you would be succeeding even without me. And that turns this person on, and that kind of, like, yes, I see a really good quality companion in you, because I know that even if I wasn't around, you would be killing the game, right? But when I am around, I know that you're even better person, right? Because we both feed off of that energy back and forth with each other, pushing each other to just do better and be better and go further. And, yeah, yeah. All right, let's keep going. Take action. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, take action. This person sees you as a very action oriented person. You're not a kind of stand around and wait for things to kind of, well, it's like you know when to let a situation be what it is, and you know when to go do it, right? And this person knows the same. This person knows when to do that too, right? They really like that. It's giving me big, like, I'm hearing like star energy. It's really giving me big too, like Queen of Wands energy. I kept hearing that, the Queen of Wands energy. Yeah, there is also a possibility for a big same-sex relationship vibes here. Or I could just be picking up that two really good friends or two roommates that kind of live together that are the same sex, that it's not incredibly, it's not, there's not like a romance between the two of you, but it's this very much so like driving. Yeah. Recovery. I feel like this person likes the way you take care of yourself. They like, if you have a chest, they really like your chest, like your breasts. They really like those as well. Okay, they're just like they're great. But also too, um, they love the way you take care of yourself, the way you take care of your body, the way you take care of your mind. They're just like, wow. Yeah, they're just like, you don't need me for shit, but I love that because you don't need me, you want me, you choose me, right? I know that there's no codependence here between the two of us. You would be perfectly fine by yourself, but you choose to be me. You choose to be with me. You choose to have me in your life. I choose to have you in my life. And that is just so, just like, yes, this person loves that. This person loves that about your relationship. Because this person could have like some money. I just see the Ten of Pentacles when I was shuffling the cards, and clearing the energy from pile one, in the deck. So I definitely feel like this person could have had people in the past that were very codependent on them to like come to them and be like, well, what should I do, or where should I go? You know, it's not like this person doesn't. It's not like this person is not like. This person's fine with giving out advice. This person's fine with, you know, especially like professional advice, or what would you do in this situation? Well, I'd probably do this and this. Like, okay, that's interesting, you know. But they know that they're not, you know, they're not your sole person. It's like they really they like your friend group, they like your friend circle, they like that you go off, you do your own things, you have your girls night or your boys night out, they trust you, they're like, yeah, go do your thing, you trust them to go do the same thing. The two of you might be pretty well off in this relationship, so you might go off and go like travel and stuff, and they trust you to go off and to go travel with your friends and things like that, and they don't even worry about it. They're like, yep, you go, you do your thing, I'll stay here, I do my thing, you know, I'm gonna hold down the fort. I'm gonna hold down things. I'm gonna take care of things while you're gone. You know, um, and you know the opposite, right? If this person goes off, you know that they've set up their their situations, or you know that they're handling themselves and they're handling their things very well, and you know, and they trust you, right? You like that they trust you to handle things. You're like, I know you got this. And just there's period. I know you got this. I know you got it. You're good. Like, okay. And it gives you this kind of like, wow, I do got this, you know, like, it's not like you need this person to confirm that, but it feels good, right? Because you could have both had, like, I feel like in this person they had very codependent people in their past relationships, you know, where it kind of wasn't whole, right? Where they were pieces, they weren't whole. It's like people were looking for them to solve them or to fix them or to be those pieces that they're missing in their life, and they're like, I am not that, right? And it's like, I am whole. I am whole. I am a whole person. I'm not a piece of a person. I'm already a whole person that knows who I am and knows what I want, you know, and we're two whole shells coming together, you know, to make a lovely little couple here, right? We are not shards of each other coming together to make a whole, right? We are two wholes coming together. This should be like a clamshell. So you or this person also too might be big with the working with the Aphrodite, okay, with the mother god. So that I just got that too, the clamshell kind of energy, yeah. Also too, yeah, like the pearl, the egg, like a pearl coming out of a clamshell. I'm getting that as well too, you know. Yeah, yeah. This person, they really do like your body, but they are so in love with your mind. They are incredibly in love with your mind and the way you think and the way you handle your business. Like, it's just, yeah, that keeps coming through. Yeah, success. I feel like the two of you are very successful, and I feel like when you come together, you're even more successful. They equally yoked. That's what they're telling me. They like, right? They see enough of themselves in you that that you work, right? Uh, 2202 really stood out down to me on the clock, because that's funny because I have like 22 and then the zeros over here in this, right? So, um, yeah, they see themselves enough in you that they're like, yes, this works, but they also see that you bring a lot of difference, different to it as well. This feels like Pod One felt more like a twin flame kind of energy where they married each other a lot. This Pile feels more like soulmate, like high, like really high vibrational soulmate energy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that as well, like yeah, just really a really close kinship that works so well between the two of you. Um, yeah. Some more of these cards, and then we'll finish out the pre-shuffled cards. I'll do this the same way I did the Paul one. What else does this person have to say? What else does Paul two persons have to say? Okay. Ten of Cups on the back of the deck. So there is a lot of overall just like emotional satisfaction between the two of you. You're very happy together. You definitely could have a partnership or a marriage with this person, okay, for sure. Yeah. So, Two of Swords. We have the Two of Swords here. Um, this person is saying right now you are hesitating on making a decision that would bring the two of you closer together. So if this person is not already in your life, spirit or this person's higher self is coming together to say that there is something here that you're not making a decision on, that is stopping the two of you or blocking the two of you from coming together and manifesting into the 3D with each other, or manifesting a full-fledged relationship between the two of you. And I definitely feel like Spirit is saying with Temperance and this Temperance in reverse here, there is something that is out of balance. Yeah, these two came out together. There's something out of balance here. Rushing. I'm hearing rushing with this Temperance card. Like you're rushing it. Like you're rushing it. It's gonna come like when it's supposed to come. They want me to go ahead and pull this Ten of Cups. Like you're rushing it is what they're saying. There's the Spirit is kind of like slowing you down because there's something they want you to pay attention to. There's a lesson they want you to learn right now. Tell me more about this Temperance card in reverse here, please. What's more with this? Why are things seeming to be out of balance here? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, yeah. You so want this person to manifest in the physical. It's like you have to believe. You have to believe that you are worth this person, that this person is worth you, that this is coming together before it manifests into the physical. That's what Spirit is saying here. Like, there is also, like I said here, yeah, there is a gift, there is something that you're ignoring, is what I'm really getting. Like, Spirit has already given you like a direction to go in or something like that. There's something that needs to happen first. There's something that needs to manifest into your life first, and then this person is going to come after. Yeah, and then, like I said, then this person is going to come rushing into your life afterwards, right? Right now, maybe you're focused on setting up that business, right? Maybe you're focused on setting up getting that career, getting that job that is going to lead the two of you to meeting each other, or having this relationship, or having this meeting this meeting point first. There's something that has to happen first, and then it will come very quickly. Yeah. um Page of Swords. Perhaps maybe there's a class, or perhaps maybe there's some kind of information that you need to absorb first, or some kind of message, or something that you need to know first. It's backwards, right? You know how like the knight came out before the page, right? So there's a sense here of putting the cart in front of the horse, or putting the kind of energy, like it's kind of backwards energy, like you're looking at the situation backwards. I really feel like some of you feel like you're gonna find this person and then success is gonna come, but Spirit is saying like success in some kind of career, it's success in career or success in your mental health or your relationships or your physical health, something like that is going to happen first, and then this person is going to manifest into your life. Okay. um because then you'll be in a much more happy and stable place to allow this person to come into your life. And spirit says, don't worry, like this person is going to match you in that success. So don't worry about the fact that this person might be some kind of, that you, um, some spirit saying that for some of you, you feel like, for some reason there's some kind of subconscious fear of meeting a person after you found your success. Like you think it would be harder, or you think maybe that you'll attract more kind of like gold digger energy, or people who won't be that genuine. And spirit is saying that, they want you to concentrate on the success here first. They want you to establish that in yourself, so that you will have this independent energy that this person loves in you so much, right? That you will have this independent energy, because it's like if you met this person now, that you might trigger that kind of, oh, this person is going to be codependent on my money or codependent on me for success. And spirit is saying that if you want this fiercely independent, independently successful, go-getter energy, that you need to embody that energy yourself first, right? So maybe that's what spirit wants you to work on: building up your confidence, building up your success, building up your career, building up those things first, building up, getting your mental health, your physical health where you want it to be, so that you see yourself as the type of person, right? Spirit saying they want you to know that you are already right now, as you are worthy of a love like this, right? But you need to see yourself as equal to this person. That if you don't see yourself as equal to this person, you actually might end up letting this person pass you by, because your insecurities might come up and might trigger you to reject or run away from this person, because you don't see yourself as equal to this person. And spirit is saying you already are on a soul level equal to this person, but you need to work on seeing yourself as that, right? Yeah, this is something that is kind of on a pause right now. This is why this hasn't manifested into your life yet, because spirit is saying you need to see this. You're seeing things from a little upside down. You're seeing things from a little different perspective. You need to have this realization about yourself right now, and you need to realize that you are that person right now, that you are this person, right? But you have to come to the mental understanding that you are, right? And when you do, we talk about that on the channel. Our exterior matches our interior, right? So when you see yourself internally, mentally, as that person, you will manifest that person on the outside as well. You will, your outside, your exterior, your world, your life, your career, things will mirror that inside of you back to you, right? Excuse me. What else? What else? What else? What's here? Spirit. Hello, hello, hello. Is there anything else, Spirit? Two more cards. Okay, two more cards. Let's go then. Chariot. Some of you might have to go towards this person, or this person might have to come towards you. I don't know. The spirit saying that you might have to move and go towards this person. This person could actually be living or located in some separate direction, or like I said, you could have to go out there and start some new career or start something. You're gonna meet this person when, in the process of establishing this about yourself, that is when you were gonna meet this person. Spirit is saying that's when you're gonna go towards this person. But it's like this person is already there in that kind of realm, you're gonna go towards them, right? And they're going to simultaneously be coming towards you, right? But spirit saying you're gonna have to put yourself, see that you're walking the path, right? But you're gonna have to believe that you're actually on the path before, you have to believe and know that you are on that path going towards this person, striving towards this goal, for yourself. There's also something spirit wants to say. There's also there's some kind of big manifestation that's coming in for you. It's not necessarily this person, but there is a huge manifestation that's coming in for you. It's huge. Like spirit says that you have been just working on it and working on it and working on it. It's been building and building and building and building and building. And that second, that moment when you really accept that you do accept this, it's just gonna like boom, like fall into your life, and it's gonna be huge. Spirit saying it's huge, 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 huge. So I don't know if it's just kind of like, you know, you starting that business and it just blowing up, or that, you know, Spirit saying that that has to regulate out in your life, right? First, they want to bring that to you first. One more card, please, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Right? Spirit says you know this. So follow your intuition. Follow this. You know, keep your manifestation to yourself. You're doing it. You know, you keep doing it. You're following your dream to get to this ultimate success, this ultimate happiness, right? And this 10 of cups is more than just about finding that love that you want in your life. It's also about finding that love in yourself, finding that passion, finding that career, finding that job, or finding that you know, that thing in your life that just gives you all that passion, that gives you this 10 of cups even if you're by yourself, right? So that two people with those 10 of cups can come together and it can just be overflowing, right? Overflowing. First, Spirit says this Ace of Pentacles is going to come into your life first, and then this Ace of Cups is going to come into your life. Oh my gosh, excuse me, just one second. All right, so that's when you know that, whoops, I almost knocked that over. That's when you know that this overflow, right? This overflowing love is just gonna boom, like, and burst into your life, right? But Spirit says there's some other things that we know need your attention more right now than you being in this relationship, because they want this to come first, and then they want this other thing, because it's like this person is out there, but you will find them on this path, that this path leads you down, right? This is going to come into your life first. You spend that time getting into the right mental space, and then this person, right? And then you're walking down the path, 3333 down the clock, right? When I said that, right? Then this person will be coming right into your path, coming right into the space where they're supposed to be, right? Definitely. Beautiful. Wow. Okay. Let's get some more messages from this person. Yeah. I really feel like you'll be doing some of that inner child work. Definitely. That inner child healing work is what's going to help you. And I definitely, like I said, soul tribe. I definitely feel like this person is a big soul tribe member for you. Forgive. Yeah. Forgiveness is key to love. Empathy and compassion will lead the way. Anger and pain will only weigh you down. Ascend. I feel like this is this recovery. This person knows that you have been through some stuff, and they're like, wow. Like, your glow up is just like, wow. You know? It's not like they're saying like, oh, you came from dirt and now look at you, or anything like that, but they're like, damn, you really, they see you, right? They see that you put in that work in your life, in yourself, in your mental attitude towards those things, that you really put in that work on yourself. And they're like, wow, you are impressive. Like, you are an impressive person to this person. They're like, wow, maybe you're like the first person to go to college in your family. Maybe you're like the first person to start a business. Maybe you're, that first person that has like a really decent amount of money in your family, or something like that. And they're like, wow, like you just did it, and you drove, and you went for it, and you got it, right? You got it. And yeah. This forgive energy, I just really feel like that's just really tied into this recovery. Like, that's what Spirit really wants you to focus on right now, is to focus on this forgive energy. Forgive yourself, forgive other people, in your past, like healing past traumas and things like that, so that this energy can come, barreling. I mean, like, barreling it. Yeah, inner child healing, definitely. Right, and that's what that is, like that there. Ooh. Union, right? Then comes union. Then it comes afterwards, right? Wow. Union is here, yeah. Yeah, there it is, psychic connection. Really big psychic connection between you and this person. I knew that for sure. Yeah, I feel like you and this person are gonna have that kind of companionship where you finish each other's sentences, when like, you'll come home one day and be like, because I do feel like you're gonna have like a decent amount. I feel like you're gonna be pretty well off financially with this person, and you're just gonna be like, I feel like going to the beach, or I feel like going here. And this person's like, yeah, me too. Let's go. Let's do it. You know, like, I've been thinking about doing this. You know what? I was just researching that, you know, and you're like, yes, like, let's do it. Like, yes, let's do it. Let's go here. Let's go do that. I really want to go here. I really am interested in this. Yeah. Towers. Okay. Towers in the fifth dimension. So I definitely feel like this person is already in your life now. Like, energetically, whatever you're doing, the work that you're doing on yourself and everything is calling this person energetically into your life, right? So spirit is saying, hey, set it up, right? Definitely towers, right? Spirit is taking away all unnecessary things from your life. Let the towers fall to rebuild your foundation. So absolutely. So spirit is saying that this forgiveness, this inner child healing work that you're doing right now is what's stopping this balance, this ultimate balance from coming into your life, right? And the spirit saying there's nothing stopping it from being there. It's already yours. You know, it's already there, right? Yeah, following your dreams, right? You following your dreams. You having this partnership with this person is only part of a larger part of the being that you are supposed to end up being, right? You are not. Yeah, I feel like that's something that's so appealing about this partnership, about this union, about this relationship for this person, is that you are so much more than just, you're not just my partner. You're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. You're such a multifaceted person, and you're not just me. You don't just describe yourself as my partner or the other half of me, right? You are all these other things, and then as well, you are also my companion, my, you know, my A1, my you know, my rock, my foundation. You're also like, you're your own rock, but we are both each other's that support system. Yeah, I just keep hearing that, holding the space for each other to just grow and be so just, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I think right now you're really doing that really deep shadow work right now, and you're releasing a lot of this shadow work. You're also working on your empathy, like holding other people's emotions. So like fears or doubts or things like that. You might be really doing a lot of forgiving and moving on from that kind of work right now. That could be you can feel each other's emotions, stay positive, and release any feelings that aren't yours. Yeah. I also feel like I feel like this person might have some people around them too that they're kind of weeding out of their life, or they're releasing from their life. Um, or some mindsets, right? With that hermit, it feels like two very very independent people coming together, just finding, yeah, oh yeah, healthy boundaries and that new beginnings. They're finding new beginnings right now by establishing a lot of healthy boundaries and becoming that very independent person. They could have saw themselves as a very codependent person, or they could have been really trapped in codependent relationships before, and now afterwards they saw themselves as a very independent person, maybe a little too independent possibly. And then they caught, you know, because so many times we see ourselves, we go from one end of the spectrum and we shoot all the way to the other end of the perspective, you know, of the spectrum, right? And so this person is finding that balance. You might be finding that balance in between as well. True love. Yeah, I definitely feel like this person sees you as your true love. You know, like you're the real thing, like you're the real deal in this person's life. They definitely see you as that. They definitely see you as like the real thing, is that true love energy in each other's lives. Yeah, runner. So spirit is saying they're calling you the runner right now. They're like, there's something that you're running away from, something that you just need to dive into, that you really need to go with, and they just keep on doing this recovery thing here, right? So they're like, if this is the road you're going down right now, that's the way, right? That's the way that's leading you to exactly where you need to be. It's going to lead you to meeting the right people, to doing the right things, to researching the right things, and leading yourself down to the road that will eventually lead you to this person, right? Written in the stars. Yeah. This is a fated connection. So spirit is saying it is a fated connection for you and this person to come together. Spirit is saying meditation is really going to help you right now as well, right? Right, yeah, I did say that, right? With this card was giving me really big, like, self-care, so mental health. Your mental fortitude and your mental health, how much time you spend taking care of not just your body. So it's not like this person is like, oh, you stay in the gym and you stay fit, so that's why I love you. That's not that, right? It is that, like, you appreciate your body, you appreciate your temple, but this person is like, you are so like you have spent so much of your life really cleansing so much of the mental clutter in your life, and you know, trimming away all of the trauma, being very aware of your triggers and all of that thing, and being able to really express your feelings in a healthy way. And this person's like, wow, like, I'm so attracted to how much work you've put in on yourself, right? Yeah. And you had this brand new, like super brand new beginning that this person is just like, holy crap, like me too, right? Like me too. Like I'm not the person that I used to be at all. And this person, yeah, soul contract. As part of your soul contract, as part of your relationship with this person, is that you need to know that first, right? You need to see that first. Oh, let's finish off with these romance angel cards. Children. So you definitely, this person might have children, or like I said, with all this childhood healing, this inner child healing and all of this, I really feel like too, that for a lot of you, you're going to end up having children with this person. Yeah, for real. Passion. Yeah. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Yeah. When, like I said, follow your passions, right? Follow your joy. Follow what makes you happy. That's what's going to lead you to this person, but making yourself happy, right? Not making yourself the person that you need to be for this person. You are being yourself, and being truly who you are and being yourself is what leads you to meeting this person. It's what this person loves about you, is that you're not trying to be the person that I want you to be. You're being yourself. And that's exactly what I love about you, right? It's exactly what I'm so attracted to about you. Wedding. Yeah, absolutely. So you definitely, the situation involved marriage. You could definitely end up getting married and having children with this person if that's something that you're interested in, okay? Or like I said earlier, this person could have had like a wedding situation that they had to heal, or you could have, right? That they had to heal themselves from a past very codependent relationship that they were getting out of, and both of you, I think, have had to heal a lot. Yeah, worth waiting for. Divine time is at work in your love life. Absolutely, right? So spirit is saying this person will come in right on divine time, but you working on yourself, you putting in that energy on yourself is what's going to manifest this person into your life. As always, we say, right? You're not trying to be who you need to be for this person. You are trying to become the person you need to be for yourself. And when you do that, the right person will fall into your life, because they will be the type of person that's doing that too, right? The type of person who is just being fiercely who they are. And I really getting this, like, where the two of you come together and you're like, damn, like we were like tailor made for each other. Like, but if we hadn't put in this work on ourselves, if we hadn't established this person that we were, I don't feel like, if we hadn't put in that work to go to do that shadow work, I don't feel like we would have gotten along. I don't feel like we would have ended up together. I wouldn't have been in the position that I am to have found you. So yeah. Yeah, so it's just big. I keep seeing this, like, follow your instincts. Yeah, spirit here is trying to really bring in a lot of justice for you. And like I said, I feel like you and this person both are very stable people, financially. You're very secure in yourself. You're very secure in your being. You're very secure, like, mentally, in who you are and what you want. You're both very established people, and you come together and you're just like, yeah, like we both got it and we know, right? And you spent this time walking away from things that don't serve you anymore, right? And really, yeah, one, following your truth, right? Following divine truth and putting in that work on yourself, right? Wow, yeah. Look, right? The Empress. There's that Empress energy that I was talking about, right? Both of you have really put in that work, especially the feminine energy here has put in a lot of work into growing so much abundance around them. The masculine energy as well as there's that Seven of Swords energy, or not Seven of Swords, sorry, Seven of Wands energy, that you are both, like, you have that healthy boundaries. You both know how you put in that work, that real work on yourself. I see the World card back there too, but it's a couple of cards back. So definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it's giving me that big justice energy coming into your lives for each other. Definitely. Definitely a lot of Libra energy here as well, with just that scales, that balance scales. Definitely, right? Coming in here with the Empress and the Justice card being here. Okay. That's what I have for you. Sorry, I was like, is there anything else? That's what I have for you. I really hope that you enjoyed this, lovelies. I hope that you are having a fantastic Valentine's Day, or whenever it is that you're finding this, because this is a timeless message, okay? Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if this resonated for you down in the comment section down below, okay? Thank you ahead of time for everybody who likes, who shares, who subscribes to the channel. I really appreciate it, all right? Thank you to anybody who, if you feel called to donate or tip to the channel, or if you want to reach out to me for a personal reading or any kind of guidance like that, all the information for that is listed down in the description box below, as well as any decks that you might be interested in purchasing my decks, or purchasing or getting any of the decks that you saw here in this reading. That as well is down below. Just scroll all the way down. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next one, pal twos. Bye, lovelies.